Hello, everybody. I'm Evans.
I'm Bradley.
That's Carter, and today we're EB&Flow, by the way. I'm sorry. And today,
well, I'm not. They are. But you knew that.
You got it.
Yeah, they got
it. So today we are going to be talking about Game of Thrones.
Yes,
now,
we are.
He, as you can see by his shirt, has been very interested in the series.
Yes.
He got caught up very recently, so he could be caught up in time for the first episode of the 7th season, which for us came out tonight.
Yes, it did.
So
like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, you could if you didn't see it and you want to know how it happened, go check out his Twitter at Carter_said.
Yes.
Boom, got it right. Okay, he
voice crack. I'm a 20-year-old man. I still have voice cracks.
He uses his Twitter a lot. It's very funny, very interesting. So go check him out.
I didn't put too many specific spoilers because that's rude, but I have a general overview on my Twitter.
Yeah. So
love me.
Me and Bradley, however, have never seen the show. Never really got into it. Not nearly as much as he did, but.
Well, it's also okay because he's only 13. He probably doesn't need to watch.
Yeah, and so we thought we'll just let Carter explain it all.
Yeah.
Try to keep it within a 5-minute time span. We'll see how this goes. Because especially knowing him, this could last over an hour.
We might have to cut it a lot.
So
I was raised to not make promises I can't keep.
So. Without further ado, a 6-season overview of Game of Thrones in 5 minutes or less. Yay! So essentially, we're going to do a brief rundown, season by season. He'll explain the characters, go through their roles, and then go season by season up to the premiere of season 7.
7.
Okay.
7.
So the big families in Westeros. First ones up are the Starks. You have Ned Stark.
And Westeros is like the continent.
Yes. So you have the continent of Westeros.
Yes.
Okay. Westeros is where all the big stuff happens. You have Westeros, the Narrow Sea, and Essos. Okay. So in Westeros, big players, you have different houses or families that come into play in the show. One of the big families is the Stark family.
Yes.
So the Starks, you have Ned Stark and his wife.
Okay.
So Ned is an old friend of the current king, Robert Baratheon. The Baratheons are another big house.
Okay.
Yes.
So Ned has 5 children and 1 illegitimate son.
Okay.
Ned's children are Robb, Brandon, Rickon, Arya, and Sansa. Okay. His half-son is Jon Snow.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Everybody knows Jon Snow.
Got it.
I've heard of him, yes.
He's the big one. The Baratheons, you have King Robert, his brothers Renly and Stannis.
Okay.
And then he is married to Cersei Lannister. The Lannisters are the wealthiest family in Westeros.
Okay.
Gotcha. Cersei
has a twin brother Jaime and a little brother Tyrion.
Okay.
Their father is Tywin Lannister.
Gotcha.
We'll come into play later.
Tywin.
Cersei and Robert have 3 children.
Okay.
Tommen, Joffrey, and a daughter whose name I can't remember to save my life. Cersei and her twin brother Jaime have an incestuous relationship, so Cersei and Robert's children actually belong to her and Jaime. The 3 kids are hers and her brother's, not hers and her husband's. They're passing them off as hers and Robert's, but they really are her and her brother's.
Got it.
Kids. Welcome to Westeros.
That's disgusting.
But I guess meanwhile, off in a different part of Westeros, you have the Targaryen house.
Okay.
Yes. Daenerys and her older brother Viserys are the grandchildren of the king before Robert.
Got it.
I think Aegar Targaryen.
Okay.
Aegar's a little crazy. And so Jaime Lannister killed him.
Okay.
Earned Jaime the name the Kingslayer.
Okay. Gotcha.
Robert then swooped in and took the throne. So the Targaryens are feeling a little burned because the throne technically is theirs by right.
Right.
Got it.
But it was taken from their family.
Gotcha.
Okay. So with Daenerys' story, you have Khal Drogo enter the picture. Khal Drogo is a member of the Dothraki.
Okay.
They're like a sort of like a chiefdom group type people who live across the Narrow Sea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Daenerys' older brother promised Daenerys to Drogo as a political marriage to secure an alliance between his house and the Dothraki.
So he can have an army. Aquaman.
What?
No.
No, Drogo.
Sorry, Drogo's Aquaman.
Daenerys is a woman.
Yes, Daenerys is the main, the big woman, the main
Daenerys
one.
is the mother of dragons girl.
Yes. Sorry.
Jeez.
Okay. So those are some of the big, those are the main big players in
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Got it. Okay.
Season 1.
So season by season rundown. Okay, so season 1.
Okay.
The biggest plot points in season 1, Ned Stark becomes the hand of the king, which means he's like the second in command. So Jon, knowing that he can never take Winterfell as his own because he's not a legitimate son of Ned Stark, decides, I ain't got nothing else to do. I'll go join the Watch.
Sure.
So he goes off to the Watch.
Gotcha.
Drogo murders her brother after Viserys gets a little too big for himself.
Jerk.
And confronts Drogo and challenges his authority. Drogo's response is to melt a bunch of gold together and dump it on Viserys' head.
Jeez.
Okay.
Kind of making fun of how badly he wanted to be king by saying, there's your crown.
Got it, okay.
I mean, it's pretty clever, though, to be fair.
Okay.
So, Robert is killed on a hunting trip. Suffers wounds, comes back to the capital, dies of his wounds.
Gotcha.
Okay. Then Joffrey takes the throne. Well, Ned finds out Joffrey shouldn't have the throne because Joffrey's not his son.
Right.
Sir Renly is now dead. Stannis continues to build his army, and at the end of the season makes a play for the capital, King's Landing, but is beaten in the Battle of Blackwater Bay at the capital.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Tyrion is named the Hand of the King for his, basically, valor in battle.
Gotcha.
Tyrion proves himself.
Tyrion's a little dude.
Yes, Tyrion is Peter Dinklage's character, the Hat Man.
Yes.
Daenerys, who is currently pregnant with Drogo's child,
Yes.
feels the baby coming, and it's a stillborn. So she finds out that this witch lady tricked her and killed her child,
Gotcha.
Oh, wow.
and only kind of sort of brought Drogo back. So Drogo's kind of
She's
like
a
catatonic,
jerk.
not really there. And Daenerys herself actually
Jeez.
ends up like mercy killing him
Jeez.
because he was going to be
That's sad.
abandoned by the
That is
Khalasar because
really
he can't
sad.
ride a horse.
Oh,
So they were going to abandon him because now
That
he's
is
weak.
sad.
So she mercy kills him
that's sad.
and sets up a funeral pyre for him. She ties the witch woman to the pyre, and so when they light it up to burn Drogo's body, they kill her too.
Right.
So
witch.
Daenerys at the pyre grabs her dragon eggs and walks them into the fire. Sits in there all night. In the morning, the pyre's burned out. It's all ashes now. She stands up completely unburned
'Cause
and
she's a
now has
savage.
3 dragons because the eggs hatched from the heat.
Got it.
Dope.
He invites everyone to his castle. They call them the Twins. They're towers on each side of a bridge that Robb needs to
Gotcha.
cross to get into Lannister territory. That was the reason for the marriage.
Got
Okay.
it.
Invites everyone to the Twins for this wedding, where he then proceeds to murder all of the Stark men present,
Wow.
kills Robb's mother, Robb's wife and his
Jeez,
unborn
okay.
child,
Wow.
and kills Robb.
Jeez. Pick the bag.
Which is ruled by her aunt.
Pick the bag.
See, you say that, but he's actually one of the most, ruthless characters in the entire show. Anyway.
Dope. All right. So
So season 2 is next Sunday.
you mean season?
Episode 2.
Episode 2.
It's
late,
Just
I
went
think.
over.
It was like
the
4
fact
years
that-
ago.
Episode
Anyway.
2 is next Sunday on HBO at 9 p.m.
Yes. So.
8 p.m. depending on your time
Well, so
zone.
shall we begin? That was the end of this episode.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right,
So,
so that was Game of Thrones. It's a lot
Thank
of
you,
lot
Carter.
of there's a lot of people, a lot of death, and a lot of confusion.
So,
A lot more we didn't even touch on. It's just that
Yeah.
expensive.
So round of applause for Carter.
Yay! Thank you,
Yeah,
Carter.
thank
you. Teacher.
Yay.
So
All right, so this is
mm.
interesting video, very informative.
Yes.
I'm
Also, hey, if
excited.
any of you guys watch it and in the comments want to put your vote for who you think will take the Iron Throne in this season, that could be fun and cool.
do
Fun
that.
times.
Yeah, I'm voting
Yeah.
for Daenerys.
Same. Daenerys.
My vote is House Targaryen. Fire and blood, all the way.
So Daenerys.
So Daenerys.
Yes, Daenerys Targaryen.
'Cause
Okay.
That's my girl.
Okay, cool.
Dope.
All right.
Burnt, first of her name, Mother of Dragon of the Angels in the first
yeah.
one.
Multiple titles.
Multiple titles. Too many titles.
Khaleesi of the Great
Too many
Grassy.
titles.
Okay, I'm gonna have a lot of fun editing this.
Mother of Dragons and Breaker
So,
of
with that
Chains.
being said, I'm Evans.
I'm Bradley.
We're having
Carter.
That's Carter. We're
That's
having
Carter.
flow. We'll see you tomorrow because it's all summer long.
AYT.
We
We're
out.
Bye.
Be on. Oh.
Go.
Oh, I
Do
believe
the-
in you.
Jeez.
let the record show this is the third time I've had to do this.
Yeah,
Yes, it is.
Okay, because someone didn't plan this through.
I'm sorry, I didn't think about it.
Anyway,
Okay.
so the big families in Westeros.